What I said was when I was hearing myself in my own ear, it sounded like some other person was like being paid to say what I was saying because it didn't sound like my voice to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I totally agree. As soon as we started recording, it started like cutting you out a lot. So
Oh,
I don't
perfect.
know if
Thank
that's a
God.
Zencaster thing or what. But
Or my shitty internet.
you still there?
Uh-oh. Yeah, you disappeared for a
Yeah.
second though.
Okay.
This is off to a strong start.
I know, man. I love it. Hey, I know a couple weeks ago you sent me a message and said you did some research on some options as far as Zencaster goes, or if we should pay for it, or if I should pay for it,
Yeah,
or
so
anything.
here's what happened. So if you're paying for it, all that you're paying for is for Zencaster to basically put the tracks together for you, which I can
Okay.
just easily do that myself. So I
Right.
I paid for like $3 worth, which it gives you like time. So like we'll do X seconds of footage for X dollars. So I paid for $3 worth to see if that would solve the problem that we were having last time, which was just that our timing got off as we recorded.
Right.
Um, did not solve that. So I still had to go through
Okay.
like do the separate tracks and just like cut and paste blank spaces essentially to make us line up with each
Sure.
other. So that was shitty. We'd never run into that before, and I'm just anxious to see if that happens again.
Yeah, that's. I feel like there has to be a way better way to do this. I mean, I've Googled
Right.
it and I haven't really found anything. Um,
Yeah.
oh no, I'll have to really
I'm hoping
dive
that it
into
was just like
this.
a one time weird fluke. Otherwise, I'm wondering like, can we record via like Skype without video and then like download because then it would be like one file, right?
Right. It should be. There should be a way to do that. I think that's how most podcasts probably do it.
Yeah, because I would love to not have to put these together and worry about whether or not the timing gets off
Right.
as we go.
Right.
Yeah.
So we can look into that.
Yeah, we can
Um,
experiment with that next time
I
around.
feel like that's definitely how it's done, but I could be wrong. I'm not an expert. We've only recorded. I don't
This
know
is
what episode this is, but
episode 15 right here.
oh
Oops.
damn! And how long has it been? 2.5 years? 2 years?
Yeah,
A
something
year?
like that. It's been definitely at least two. Because we started, okay,
Wow.
hang on. We started right when like Brian and I broke up. Like
Okay.
that has been 2 years. Like that happened 2016. And we are now 2018. That was like July 2016.
So,
So not quite two,
so,
but almost two.
so AB after Brian.
Yes. Actually,
If
no, we
that's
might
how we're
have
gonna.
started before that. No, we started before because he helped us with the first few, and I think we were still together. I don't know, maybe we were just
Oh.
friends.
Uh,
So it's been 2 years.
dang. 2 years, man. We should be having an anniversary episode or
Oh my
something. Or did we
gosh,
miss
we
that?
should. Well, let me see when we uploaded our first video. I'm gonna go to our old
Good
YouTube
idea.
channel.
Yeah.
See what
Tons
happens
of
here.
hits on that.
Totally, yeah. Like that was the best that we've ever had in our life. Oh man, the audio effects on that were just to die for. I was all about
We've
that.
come a long way.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Absolutely. Okay. Yeah, here we are, 14 episodes. I need to scroll clear back over to episode 1. What? What?
What?
I tried to scroll
What?
clear
What?
back over to
What
episode 1,
happened?
but it took me to episode 3. Uh,
What the hell?
like where's episodes 1 and 2? Let's go to my channel. Creator Studio. Did they take down our first two videos without telling me? Oh, no, it says I have 15 here. What the fuck? Okay. Oh, Pilot. You Welcome aired on November 8th of 2016 because we uploaded like 3 that day. So, our
Okay.
anniversary
Okay.
episode can happen November 8th.
Cool.
Cool.
Can't wait. That'll probably be like 3 episodes from now.
Totally. At the rate we're going, maybe even 2.
I mean, I'd like to pick it up. Maybe this if we experiment around with Skype,
It's
that'll make it
successful.
easier.
Yeah, totally. Because, like, now that we're not having to physically get together to do this, it's a lot more feasible for us to do it more often.
Oh no, I can't be bothered to drive.
Hell no.
Well, I could drive 2 hours, but it's 4 out. But it's 4 hours.
Right,
Because then
plus
you
the
gotta drive
like two
back.
hours of
That's the
like
real
hanging
bitch
out and
of it.
recording. That's a 6 hour commitment right
Yeah.
there.
Like if we fucking what's his name? Fucking the Tesla guy needs to come here and drop one of them hyperloops so we can
Ooh.
just fucking
What's a hyperloop?
shoot over there in like a minute.
What?
Oh, he's built, those underground, not his name's not Tesla. What's
Elon
his
Musk.
name? Elon
Yeah.
Musk. Yeah, man. He's it's called the Hyperloop.
Hmm.
It goes under the ground. It's a tube and it like shoots people at a high
Dude,
rate of speed.
dude, is it basically just a giant version of the things at the banks where you put your check in the.
Yeah, that's
I
exactly what
want
it
that.
is. Um, I think it's a reality. I mean, I know they've built small sections to test
God,
it,
that's
and
brilliant.
so it's
Look me
coming.
right up.
And I'm just saying, why not start
Yeah.
here? I'm
Because
sure he's listening.
it's like the convenience and
Elon.
speed of a plane probably, but like without having to pay plane prices and like deal with the airport and stuff. So it's like a subway, but like faster and not like taking up space above ground. I'm jive.
And it's under the ground in a
Yeah,
tube.
yeah, I'm a bank tube.
You know, because to me, what? You're
I'm a bank tube. I can't wait to be a bank tube. When you were a kid, did you ever like
on my side.
did you ever wonder what it would be like to like shrink yourself and go into one of those?
I think every kid
Okay, I'm
did.
glad it's not just me.
So yes. So no, I did, and I was always excited because at my bank, I don't know if this is still a thing. They'd always put a sucker in there
Uh-huh.
for the kid. Did you get a free sucker at your bank or
I think that we did.
no?
I think they were the
A
shitty little
lollipop?
cheapy like dum dums, which I just didn't care about. The doctor's office,
Oh
however,
yeah, no, they're dum
the
dums.
doctor's office had they were called like safety pops, and the stick was like a loop, so that you were less
Ooh,
likely to like accidentally choke on it.
ah, some of my banks, one of the banks
How
had the
many banks
safety
did you
loops. I
have?
remember that, and then one of them had the dum dums. There's different
Some of
branches.
my
It's the
banks.
same bank,
Oh,
but
okay. You're like some of my
some
banks.
of one
I
one
had so
of
much
the
money.
bank branches of the bank.
Got it.
No, I wish.
Mm.
Uh, but yeah, one day the Hyperloop will be a reality, and we'll be able to do that. Well, probably not here. They won't build that shit
Well, I
here
will
because
travel to it because I've
no one
always
lives
wanted
here. But
to be in a bank tube. So
is that? I don't understand why that wasn't invented before an
seriously,
airplane. An airplane is fucking crazy. We're not meant to be in the air. We're
but
not
like
meant to do
underground
that.
seems more easily feasible. Although maybe that's why it was made first because it was a challenge. It was like, wow, I want to fly. You know, like that was the dream.
I guess, but being underground, I that's just more natural. There's fucking caves. We dig under there. We did that shit like a
Yeah.
long time ago. We were mining down and doing ancient dudes were doing that. Ancient dudes couldn't
Although
fly.
to be fair,
I don't know
one
what
thing
the
to
point
think
of this
about is
is.
that to go underground, you have to dig that shit out, and like what an ordeal is that? Whereas with flying, it's already open.
I think it was a pretty big ordeal to build
Well,
a
yeah,
machine
but you
that could
don't have to
fly.
then, after you've
It took a
accomplished
lot of
building the
work.
machine, also dig tunnels for it and only have certain routes that it can take. Like the sky is open. You know what? I'm team flying.
No one's terrified of dying in a.
Fuck you, Elon Musk.
I'm not against it. I'm all for technology. Well, he's also building
Right on.
rockets that go to space. So, I mean,
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
he's
I'm
down
just
with the flying too. But no one's ever too scared to like get on a train or get on the bus.
That's not
People are afraid
true.
to get on planes because that's
There are some
crazy.
people who are scared of that. There's just far fewer.
Oh, okay.
Swooping
Yeah, you're
generalizations.
right.
I
I
know.
was I was making way too big of a generalization. I apologize.
What?
Um,
What'd
what
you say?
I said? I don't. I can you hear me?
Yes.
This has to be the worst listening experience ever. I fucking hate Zencaster.
We will be Chet did find an article on how to do a podcast on Skype, so we'll try that next time and hopefully that'll go better.
We will.
Bear with us,
Um,
Marlisa and Megan.
oh, damn. Thank you. We love you guys. Um,
Actually, Megan's probably not listening anymore. Bear with us, Marlisa.
yeah, I couldn't imagine she's made it this far. But I think once we get a hang of this, they might come back. Once we get
Yeah.
this
Oh,
Skype
hey,
going.
our last episode has a whole 4 views, and two of them were probably me.
One of them was me, so there's one person out there.
Thank you, Marlisa.
Somebody out there. Oh crap. Well, I just consider right now we're in the soft launch phase. Now
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
only been 2 years, but you got to start from somewhere.
Right. We're still figuring out who we are, what we want from this, what our
Yeah.
niche is. If you have any ideas, listener, let us know. Um, yeah, I was trying to think of like what more exciting things to do on a podcast would be, like, and something that hasn't been done. Because like there are people that are really unique with their podcast, like storytelling and like I don't know all this crap. But I don't know.
That's a good story.
Fuck you.
And
I
crap.
don't know my niche. I don't have very many
Man,
interests. Like I can't do a political
yeah. Well,
podcast because I just don't really am not that in tune. I'm a jack of all trades,
I have.
if that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I know a little bit about some things, and I have some interests, but they're like probably so niche, like no one would be interested in hearing about
Give us some examples if you
whatever it
would.
would be. I don't even know. Man, what we need to talk about is something superficial that's in the news right now, and that's about Roseanne.
Yes, fuck me up with that. Dude, I heard that a side
Yeah.
effect of taking Ambien is racism.
Hey, but I heard Ambien said, no,
Yeah, they were like, that's not a
this
known side effect
we
at least, but maybe they should research that.
we they could. Hey, listen, I'm not going to take the side of big pharma, but I'm also not going to take the side of a
Right.
racist. So I'm just going to meet in the middle. I'm gonna be like, maybe she was super sleepy when she
Yeah.
said it, but she probably
Right.
felt
Drunk
it.
words are sober thoughts. Yeah.
Right.
What did she say exactly? I still haven't
Here's
seen the tweet.
um. I guess here. Let me actually quote it. I was going to go
Like
off of my memory, but it'd
paraphrase.
be
Yeah, we just
not
let's get to the
close.
facts.
Roseanne, it's going to be so hard to find now because it's going to be buried. What did she say? I don't know. She said something. It was very not even timely, which I didn't understand the tweet either, because she was referencing a woman that was an advisor to President Obama, who hasn't been president in
A hot minute.
yeah. She said Muslim. Here's the quote. Here's the tweet.
Okay.
Muslim Brotherhood and Planet of the Apes had a baby equals VJ. VJ is Valerie Jarrett, the woman she was insulting, I guess.
Okay.
And the reason she said Muslim Brotherhood is because she was born in Iran, I believe. She had American parents, American citizen parents. I think they just happened to be in Iran at the time
Okay.
when she was born, maybe. And then she said Planet of the Apes, maybe because she's black. It's the only connection
Right.
one could probably make.
Yeah.
I don't know. Later on, she said she didn't even think she was black. She thought she was Jewish.
Oh.
But
Well then, I want her to explain what she was getting at then, if not her race.
I believe well, this is where you get into a tricky situation because I think what she was ultimately getting at is that how do you say this with
I mean, you're just quoting her, so I say just go for it.
I believe the insinuation is that the woman in question may look similar to a Planet of the Apes character in so much as they have a similar haircut.
Sure. Okay. So about like features, not about color.
Correct. I mean, there have been people that have put pictures side by side, so you can be like, listen, she was referencing the haircut and the similar um, attire
Right.
that they wear.
So I mean,
I'm not. I don't. Here's the thing. Roseanne has said many crazy things.
mhm.
Um, I will. I just take her. I'm just gonna take this tweet at its word or at its tweet. I don't know. She said it, and there's no way getting around that it's
Yeah.
racist. Um, I, I woke up in the morning and I seen a headline that said Roseanne tweets racist thing, and then I clicked on it, I read it, and I was like, oh man, that show's probably gonna get
Yep.
canceled now. Then I went back to sleep, and then I woke up and the show was canceled. I was like, yeah, but I have have you even watched that show?
No. I mean, I watched like the old ones,
Okay,
but I haven't watched the reboot.
right. Here's the thing. It's not like we're missing anything, right? I mean, the original show was
Yeah.
good. It's a
Yeah.
great show, and even this reboot was a pretty decent, pretty good show. I'm not really into
Yeah.
sitcoms. Not my cup of tea. Usually, most of them aren't
Mhm.
funny. This one was. Once you got past the nostalgia and uh, you know, basically the nostalgia for the
Yeah.
characters and everything. I mean, the show was still pretty mediocre to me. It's not like we're missing anything groundbreaking with it being
Totally.
gone. Um, the main concern of mine with the original series was that they killed Dan Connor, and with this new season, they brought him back. He's alive. That's all I needed. All I needed was that closure. I just needed to know Dan was
Yeah.
alive. We know that. I don't need it anymore. So I don't really have a problem with the
Yeah,
show
we're
being
good
canceled.
here.
Um, we're good. I mean, oh no, you can't call people Planet of
Right.
the
No,
Apes.
and like
You can't
even
do that.
if I'll play devil's advocate, even if you weren't getting at race, like there's just no need to be like insulting unnecessarily toward people, especially after all this time, I guess, like if it's no longer irrelevant. Like just if you're a public figure, just err on the side of caution and maybe just be kind of professional. Or if you're not
Well,
gonna be, I guess you just have
she's
to be willing to pay the price.
she started out as a comedian, so
Yeah.
I think and the funny thing is, or I don't know if this is funny. I mean, this the tweet wasn't funny. It wasn't a joke. I don't.
Right.
So I mean, she at one time was a funny person or could say funny things.
Yeah.
That seems to have dissipated with age. But I feel like comedians feel like they're a little freer to say
Oh,
things
totally.
because that's kind of what a comedian does. And add to that, she's a multi millionaire, so it's not like people are telling her, "Hey, don't say that. That's fucking crazy." They're like, "Yeah, yes, here's your phone, Miss Barr, or whatever her fucking name is."
Yeah.
I think you guys share a name. Are you guys related?
Yeah,
That's the last
totally.
name.
I
Oh
mean,
wow,
now
never
I'm
knew
not gonna
that.
claim her anymore, but
Man, I think when you get that rich, you just have a bunch of people sitting around going, "Oh yeah, that's great." And like the TV show was already like the biggest show on TV, so she probably thought she was untouchable, or who knows what.
totally. Well, I think that like comedians get a pass like if they're not actually racist though is the thing. Like they can make these jokes, but like these people that are typically being allowed to get away with it are people who are like in the corner of the people that they're making fun of. You know what I mean? Like,
Typically, yeah.
yeah. So that's the
She wasn't.
difference. Yeah, that's the difference. And in this case, you were just straight up insulting a politician or whatever that person was. So,
Yeah, not even a politician. But she even make a. I don't get what her complaint was. I guess she just doesn't like this lady because, for whatever reason. But it's not like she made an argument like, "Oh, this lady did a thing.
right,
I
yeah.
don't like that." It's just a crazy, um, calling her basically a terrorist slash ape. I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But she's not allowed on TV anymore.
Yeah. So,
So
high
we
price to
won.
pay
I
for.
right. I didn't. It was already too political, anyways. Just because she was a Trump supporter, so it already became this thing where it's like, oh, that's a show for Trump people, which I don't even know what that means. I mean, hardly anyone in this country votes, so it's like, okay, there's whatever 15 million people watching this TV show. I don't think 100. I doubt even a quarter of them even
Yeah.
voted, because no one gives a care about doing that kind of stuff in this country, which is fine. I mean, usually we have shitty choices, so if that's what you want to do,
Yeah.
more power
Live
to
your
you.
life.
But Just don't. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even tweet. Do you use Twitter?
I do. I utilize Twitter to put things that I don't feel like I can put on Facebook. Because, like,
Mm-hmm.
my Twitter audience is much smaller, so I have like three friends that will be like, yeah, that's hilarious. But I'm like, hey, I can drop the F bomb here. Whereas Facebook, I don't feel comfortable doing so. So,
That's a good. Maybe I need to look into that. Sometimes I pull back on Facebook. I'm like, you know what?
right.
I shouldn't do this. And also,
Totally.
I don't really understand. I don't even really understand what Facebook is for anymore. I don't know.
Well, apparently it's losing popularity. Saw something about how all the
I
youngins
guess.
aren't utilizing Facebook any longer.
Well, yeah, I can see that. I think Facebook and any kind of online thing's going to be just the same as any business. It's going to go out of fashion. It's like fucking J.C. Penney used to be cool. No one's fucking shopping there. So,
That's true.
you go somewhere else.
I guess
So
I just
Facebook is cool.
yeah.
And then there'll be whatever the other fucking thing is. And I
X.
get I understand. Once the fucking parents and grandparents get on something, that's not fun anymore.
Totally. Although, dude, I love my grandma on Facebook. She's a riot.
I mean, my grandma's not on there, but they're dead. But I'm sure if they were, I'd
Oh,
love it.
yeah, that would be really cool. Especially, since she's dead, then you could like talk to her.
Yeah, there should be Facebook in heaven. What the hell?
Yeah. Hello, God. Could you?
Oh,
I know there are people starving to death, but if we could just get on this whole Facebook issue, that would be super cool.
I'm just saying, if there is a heaven, why can't we just talk to these people? Why do they just have to disappear and go away? Why can't they're just we don't not physically because I get they have to die or whatever the rule
Sure.
is, but why can't we just
Yeah. Why all
communicate
this mystery?
via Facebook? Yeah, why are you making it so
Like,
hard? It's hard because then we
Grandma put up a Facebook
oh,
status 6 hours ago, chilling with
right.
Jesus, gonna hit the lake soon.
Yeah. Hell yeah, that'd be cool. But they don't do it. They don't allow it. Not allowed. No Wi-Fi in
Yeah,
heaven,
like,
which makes me not want to
right,
go.
yeah. Hey, Jesus, listen, can I get the Wi Fi password? Oh, we don't have Wi Fi here. Gonna need to take a step back.
So yeah, like what do you do? I don't understand the rules of heaven. Now I could just be
Sure.
ignorant, but I have to assume there's a lot of people there, more people than there are on Earth, because a
So
lot of
many
people have
people have
died
died.
throughout history. And
I mean, it kind of
I
depends
gotta
on your
think a majority of them went to
interpretation.
heaven.
A lot of people think that not that many people go, and some people think that everybody goes and that there is no
Yeah,
hell. So it kind of depends on where you fall on that spectrum. Um,
well, that's
I think your
true.
activities in
Well, where do
heaven
you
depend
fall?
on that too. Like some people think that it's just a lot like Earth, except there's no like sickness or sadness or death. Some people
Oh,
interpret it as you're literally just worshiping God for the rest of eternity. Um, yeah,
that's
sounds
really
kind of
funny.
heavy to me.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
even in my
I was hoping for
more religious days, I could go a few hours, but then I'd be like, I need like a piss break or grab a coffee or something. Like,
right. For some reason, I always envisioned it as Earth-like, but not technologically advanced. So that's why I would assume there would be no
so like,
Facebook. I don't know why.
like when Jesus was on the earth, just like,
Yes, probably he did. He's like, listen, this is when it was
yep,
great.
I
I
was here
was
at the
here.
pinnacle.
I mean, I got fucked up, but whatever. But it was, it had to happen. But I don't know. Yeah, for some reason, that's how I always
Yeah,
envisioned it. Um, Now I tend to not really envision it
sure.
at
Yeah,
all. But if I were to envision it, I would still lean on that that vision, I guess. Um,
right on.
I think maybe I was inspired by what's the cartoon with the fucking little blue people?
Smurfs?
Yeah, I see it like a fucking little village,
Okay.
and yeah, it was very Smurf-like.
Smurf
I think that
heaven.
was my inspiration. Yeah, Smurf heaven. Like, where the hell are they? Are they on Earth? Where's that supposed to be
It's
happening? I don't
probably
know.
heaven. That's the whole thing. And you just caught it and nobody else got it, and that's why that's your mental concept of what heaven is.
I was really into Smurfs as a kid, but I have no idea how the mythology of it works. What the hell? What was that show about?
I never
Fucked
really
up.
watched it. I just know what they look like, so I cannot help you with that at
Yeah.
all.
Little blue people.
Little blue people.
Uh, I don't
You
know.
think that's how the Blue Man
Did
Group was
they?
thought up?
I bet they're like, hey guys, people love blue people. They've seen the Smurfs, they love it.
So let's
Well, we'll just be
do
humans.
that as humans with music.
and they like bang fucking drums and shit. What do those people even
Oh hell,
do?
I don't know. I don't think I ever listened to him.
Like
I seen
dance?
him. I seen it.
I seen it. um, what the hell is that noise?
That's my vape.
Is that your?
Yeah.
I was like, is she? I was like, is that a vape? I was like, is she sanding something?
You know it.
It's like,
I'm like combining two hobbies at once. So I have
I was like, I didn't know you were so
this
crafty.
big craftsmanship project that I'm working on, building a
What are
bookshelf.
you making? Oh,
I wish, dude. If I could, well, I could. So I guess I shouldn't say this. But I was like, if I could go back in time and like learn some like skilled trades, like that's what I would do. Like I fucking love just like working with my hands, doing like manual labor. If I could build shit, that'd be so dope. But I could totally do that still at this point in my life, and I'm just choosing not to.
you could.
Yeah.
I know some. I do find myself as I'm getting older being like, I wouldn't mind being that fucking old guy that had a fucking saw in his garage. And I went out there and fucking cut some wood
Yeah.
and made
Yeah, you just
something.
make cool things, and it's like, oh, where'd you get your really beautiful dining set from? Like your table and chairs. Oh, I fucking made that.
Yeah. I don't know. I always thought that was like the lamest thing when I was like a teenager, but now I'm like, fuck, I might want to. I should have actually signed up for some of them shop
Right.
classes.
Oh, did you not have
I
to do
never
one?
did. In middle school it was required, but when I got to high school, it wasn't
Okay.
required. I mean, it was an
Yeah.
optional thing. So in middle school, I definitely did, but in high school, once it was not a required thing, no,
Did
I
you
did
build a
not.
birdhouse in middle school?
Um, no, I made a ice scraper for your car, little
That'd be
windshield
so handy.
ice scraper. Made one of those. It was just a really rudimentary, like a block of plastic that like was cut into a triangle. I don't, it was real shitty. I
But that's such a better like what the I
and
didn't use the
then
birdhouse. I just brought it home and I was like, "Here, mom." Like, "Oh, you made this for
here,
me." And I was like, "No, I was required to make it and I don't want it, so I'm giving it to you." There's a difference.
oh man, we did a birdhouse. It sounds vaguely familiar now that you say it. Maybe I did, and I don't
Maybe.
remember. The only thing I remember is that fucking ice scraper. But I know I had to make other
Yeah.
shit,
Well,
so um, who knows? Maybe it was a birdhouse. All I know, and I probably told this story before because it's my crowning achievement in shop class, is that we had a contest to nail in the nail with the least amount of hits, and I won. And I was like king for a day
oh
in the
my
shop class.
gosh. That's awesome. Some
Two
people do
hitter.
prom king and some people
Oh,
are king for a day in shop class.
yeah, I didn't even
Yes.
go to
Yeah, I was
prom.
just going to say some of us are neither and are just overall mediocre. That was me.
Yeah, I just lived off that shop class day. I was like, oh, no, I was king for a day in shop. I don't need to be
Yeah.
going to prom. I was like, I was like, don't you need a date for prom? And they're like, no, you can go alone. I was like, that sounds
Sad.
pathetic. I would rather just stay home and
Yep.
watch movies. But,
Although I really enjoyed after
it was fun.
prom. They had like a giant inflatable like obstacle course and shit. It's pretty dope.
Well, I'm glad you had fun.
Thank you.
I sat at home while all my friends, everyone asked me for weeks on end, why are you going to
Aw.
prom?
What'd you say?
It's like, well, maybe it's because I don't have a date.
Oh, you were
I was
on
like,
there. Okay.
yeah, I was like, I think it's because I don't have a date. I'm
I
pretty sure that's
think.
why, guys. I think it could be. And then like 2 days before, like one of my friends, she's like, "Well, I can try to find someone to go with you." I was like, "It's 2 days before the prom.
Yeah,
I don't want to know
no.
what kind of. I don't want to know who this person is, who's
No.
also not going."
Yeah. They have
Trust
to
me,
be
I
like
am.
on my level or worse, so no
I
thank
was
you.
like, I am that person. I know how bad it is.
I don't want to be with me. Well, you turned out
Oh,
cool.
yeah. Well, here's the thing. How cool could it? I don't think I wouldn't have had fun there.
No.
Under those circumstances, I wouldn't have. If
Mm-mm.
there was some dream scenario where like some cool girl was like, "Yeah, I'll go with you," or guy, if I happen to be gay in this alternate scenario,
Yeah.
was like, "Oh, I'd love to go," and then I could some cool movie thing happens, but that just wasn't meant to be. So
No. Yeah.
um,
Didn't
yeah,
happen.
I don't know. I had a good time. Well, I could delve deeper into the story, but I mean,
Well, now I'm
my prom
curious.
night. My prom night ended up okay. Well, I don't know if I want this for public consumption
Oh,
because there's a lot of.
okay. Will you tell me after after we're done recording?
Well, yeah, I can't.
Bless.
But anyways, I so you went to after prom, but not prom. Is that
No,
what
I went to prom also.
you went to prom? Oh, okay,
So one of the years I had a date, but he was just like my friend.
right.
And the other year, like five of us girls went with one dude who was our friend.
Oh
So it was
wow,
basically just
cool.
friends.
Right.
But that was cool because there was like a whole gaggle of us. It wasn't like all my friends have a date and then I'm also here.
See, that's the thing. You had better friends. You had friends that also did not have
Totally.
dates.
Well, it's not that they were better, it's just that they coincidentally were single at that time. So it worked out for
All
me.
because somehow all my friends had dates, and I was
Yeah,
like, oh,
damn. You gotta like be friends with some people that like don't always have a significant other is the key.
I know, man. Oof.
Oof.
Anyways, so you went to the prom. You went to the after prom. They have the fucking the guy that makes you do
The
crazy shit. What do they
hypnotist,
call that?
absolutely.
Yeah, the hypnotist. No, what happened?
Um, man, there was one guy that got up and like danced, and that was funny because he was like the shyest kid ever, and they got him to do it, and so that was interesting. Um, I think there was also some kind of inappropriate like sexual gesture that took place. Oh,
Oh,
it was point to your favorite body part, and of course, like every dude on the stage was like, "Yeah, my penis," except one I think was like his arm muscles or something, but that's it. So it wasn't like thrilling.
doesn't sound like it. I'm surprised. Ugh, I don't know. I have no comment. Does hypnotism really work? What's up with that?
So I feel like it's just like the power of suggestion, but like way amplified. So like if you believe hypnotism will work, it will work. Um, but
Okay.
it's because you believe it will work. So basically, it's like
Because I would. Oh, I was gonna say I would definitely not believe it would
no,
work.
and like me either. So I like when they asked for volunteers, I wasn't going to volunteer because I was like, I know that I will not let it work, and then I'll just be standing up there all boring, like
Like this.
yeah, just like I always am. But yeah, so I think it's just like I think like the ritual, like how they get you to that level, and you like stumbling around acting like you're in a haze is just really like hoopla to like just get you into a mental
Right.
state of believing what's going on. The power of suggestion.
True. Okay. I can dig that.
I'm not an expert by
What
any
else did
means,
you do?
but
What else was at this after prom?
so there was the cool inflatable thingamajig, and then there were just like various games and activities, like prizes that were actually really good. Like some people walked away with like really nice
Oh.
brand new TVs or like college gift sets.
Oh,
Yeah,
Jesus.
dude. That was why I went. Or like gift cards of like a lot of money, like $100 gift cards. Um, so yeah, I was like, fuck me up, win me some free shit. And like a lot of the people won stuff. Like I think like half of the students that showed up walked out with prizes, but I was not among that half, naturally.
I just remembered this memory
Hmm.
just came to me that when we were they're setting up for prom, like putting together the fucking
Yeah.
auditorium or whatever for it. I had like a bunch of detentions built up, so in study hall they made me go to the thing and like help
What
set
was
up the
that like?
prom. I just remember being like, "You motherfuckers, I'm not even going to this thing. You're just rubbing it in now." You're like, "This motherfucker can't get a date to prom. Let's send him down. Hey, you got a couple of detentions there, I hear. So why don't you go down there and set that up? Have fun. Everyone else is fucking happy setting all this shit up, and I'm like, I'm not going to this fucking thing. I'm here for detention. I don't give a fuck. So I'm putting, I'm half out. I'm just fucking plastering shit wherever, not paying them. No,
Totally.
never mind. And I heard some classmate giving me some bitch about that,
Giving
but
me some bitch.
yeah, giving me
I'm gonna
some
start
bitch.
using that expression.
It's a real. It's not. Um, I really don't remember much about it. It's one of those hazy memories, but I'm pretty sure I had to help set some of that up, and as I had to serve a detention, probably for showing up to school late. I do that a lot.
That makes sense to me.
Yeah. The worst thing about going to school for me, anyways, was when you first had to walk in. Because at my school, like the entire school, like congregated at the
Yeah.
entrance, and at the immediate, like, what's that
Uh
foyer,
huh.
the
Yep.
entrance
It
foyer?
depends. Are you French or
Like everyone
American?
is in there. Yeah. But there's like 800 kids just hanging out there. I didn't
Ugh.
want to walk through all that shit, so I just showed up about 30 minutes late when the first hour actually started because they made us do homeroom in the
Oh,
morning as
yeah.
well. I'm like, why do you need it? Why is this required? And they're like, we don't know. It's like, well, I'm not coming.
Bye.
What the hell? Why do I have to be here at 7:45 when I can show up
You
at
were a critical
8:30?
thinker even then. I like that. I was
Yeah,
not. I was
it
just like,
was.
yeah, I'll show up.
So then, so I had to serve a lot of detentions like at the end of the year. Like I think I had to do that thing in the summer where I had to go spend a couple weekends
Wow.
serving
That much.
detention. Yeah. Yeah, and because I would never serve them during the year. They're like, oh, you got detention, you got to go serve it after class. I crumple that up and go home. But then at the end of the year, they're like, holy fuck, man, you got like all these detentions. You got to come back 2 weeks from now, Saturday in the library. And I'm like, oh my god, this is gonna be terrible. And then you get there and it's just some bum ass teacher who doesn't want to be there. And he's like,
I
ah,
didn't
just get
know
on
that
the
you were in the
internet.
Breakfast Club.
It's like that. Yeah, basically, but except we had the internet, so no
Oh,
one talked to each
nice.
other. So there was none of that great bonding you see in the Breakfast Club. It was just like, oh, hey, I know you. I'm going to be on the computer here. You want to play some Yahoo Pool, maybe? Um,
Classic.
um, yeah. So that's really what I remember about high school, or at least the end of
Yeah.
it. I also had to serve jury. I had to serve jury duty my last
Oh
week
my
of high
god.
school. I
So you
remember
like
now.
turned 18 and they're
Up,
like,
up, up.
"Yep, come on in right now." Like,
Yeah. Yep. And it was like during my finals week, and I told the judge, he's like, that's no fucking excuse. And I'm like,
excuse
what?
me.
He's like, yeah. He's like, you'll be here. I was like, well, now I gotta reschedule all this shit. So I don't know. I remember that being a
That
big
fucking
hassle.
sucks. You
Fuck
should
that
have just
judge.
said something racist like Roseanne Barr and then you would have been out of it.
Uh, you know, it's just not in
Oh,
me.
bless.
I don't think that would have got me out of jury
I
duty.
don't know. I thought that like they couldn't have any kind of like racism or sexism or that kind of shit in a jury member because then like if it happens that someone of that group is involved in the case then you have an automatic bias, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Well, I would fuck around when they were doing the jury selection, so I wouldn't get
Yeah.
picked. I knew that much. I think my parents basically told me they're like, "Well, hey, you don't want to get fucking roped into being on the jury, so you guys say some crazy shit when they're questioning you when you're in the jury pool or whatever." And I was like, "Okay." So like I got up. I can't remember what the fuck I said. It was so long ago, but I think it was a drunk driving thing, and I was like, I hate fucking drunk
Oh my
drivers. They should
god.
burn in hell. I don't know what I said, but I remember saying some extreme
And did
shit
you
so I
get
could
out
get
of
out
it?
of it. I never had to serve on the actual jury, but I had to keep showing up for different
Yeah.
cases or whatever because they put you in the thing and then they pick the people, however that shit works. I don't know. I've never had to do it again, obviously, because I still don't understand how it works.
Right. I kind of want to do it at some point. I feel like it would be really interesting.
I mean, it'd be cool if it was like some like high stakes like murder case and that was going to get a movie made about it and you're on the
Ooh,
jury and
see,
then maybe
I don't want that because that's I would just cripple under the responsibility of that. You know what I mean? Like,
nah, I want it. But I know what you mean.
yeah. I
But
wouldn't
then I
care,
say
but
like
I know what it must be like to have feelings.
maybe some fucking gangster like comes up to you and tries to tell you how to fucking vote on the jury, and you're like, no, I can't
Ooh.
do it. And he's like, I'll fucking kill your someone you love, and you're like, oh no, I gotta do it. But now maybe you tell the cops, and now I don't know. It could
See,
turn into a movie scenario.
yeah.
Probably not.
Those are a whole bunch of things that I wasn't even thinking about. I was just like, what if I'm just wrong? Like, and I just
Yeah,
vote
that could
wrong?
happen. Well, here's my thing. I would always vote like not guilty, just because I'm like, I don't know, I can't trust this. Who knows? What's the worst that could happen if I vote not guilty?
Mm. Like
A
afraid
murderer
of
goes
sending an
free.
innocent Yeah, that could be bad
Right.
though. They could do it again.
I would, here's the thing. On an ethical scale, I'd rather send a murderer free than a guilty or than an innocent man to prison.
Totally. I get that. Yeah, like if
Right?
I had
That's
doubt,
it.
I would err that way too.
Right. I don't want a murderer to be on the street at all,
Right.
but I definitely don't want to send an innocent man to prison. I couldn't live with myself either way. But if you have that question, and that's how a jury's supposed to work, right?
Right.
If it's not beyond a reasonable doubt,
Innocent
then
until proven guilty.
yeah, that's not really true though.
That's supposed to
I
be
like
true.
Yeah, but that's one of those things we like to say in America, but like we always like charge them with the crime first. and then like we parade people. All I read an interesting article. In America we do like the perp walk, which is where you handcuff the guy and you walk him into the courthouse so everyone can get their pictures and see him.
Totally.
They don't do that. They don't do that in other countries,
That
like
is
in Europe and other places.
that seems like the best way to go is not doing that.
Because doesn't that already make someone look guilty if they're
Right.
like in handcuffs and you're fucking walking them into the courthourse?
So how do they
I
do
mean,
it in other
it's
countries? How do they get them there?
they. I think I just sneak them in. I don't know. I didn't get that deep into the article, but I just know in some countries. I don't want to say every country, but in some countries they don't do such things as perp walks,
Yeah.
as we call them. But I don't know. It feels more in America. It's more like guilty until proven innocent,
Mm,
and especially the way like law enforcement treats people in the country sometimes, where they attack people or shoot them
right.
um,
Without really great
without
cause
really
for that.
cause. Did you see this woman on the beach who got smacked around by the cops a couple weeks ago?
Whoa. What happened?
Yeah, she was, well, as a young
Was
lady,
she black?
underage. It, no, she was white.
Yes! Fuck me
So,
up. Go
so,
on.
so she doesn't get shot. She just gets beat up because she's white. It's her privilege.
Right. Yeah.
So she's on the beach. She's with some family. The cops come up and they're like, "Hey, there's some alcohol containers here. You can't have this here." And she's like, "Well, it's not mine. It's my aunt's."
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, "Well, we need to do a breathalyzer." And she's like, "Well, I ain't fucking drinking." And they're like, "Well, we still gotta do it." And she's like, "Whatever." She does it,
Mm-hmm.
and she's clear. She's clean.
Yeah.
No alcohol.
Yeah.
And she's like, "See, I told you." She's like, "Later," and like walks off. And they're like, "No, get back here." And she's like, "I blew clear on the thing. You're trying to bust somebody. You're trying to bust some people, and you don't got anything. Get out of here." And then the cop's like, "Fuck you, bitch," and then like tackles her down to the ground and like punches her in the
Oh my
head. And
gosh.
I guess you can't question the authority of a law enforcement officer.
Was it a male
Um,
or a female officer?
oh, it's definitely a male officer.
Wow. Interesting.
Yeah, they don't. Some of these cops are not very good at their jobs, but that's just I gotta. I feel
What?
like I feel like statistically this is just gonna happen because at any job you're gonna have quite a few people that aren't
Not good.
good at
Yeah.
it, and there's cops in every single town in every
Right.
single
Yeah.
state.
Yeah. Like a
You know
ton
what
of
I
people
mean?
do this job,
Yeah.
so there's gonna be some bad
So
apples.
they can't be great. You know what I mean? And who really wants to do that? That's kind of a shitty job too.
Right, yeah. I thought of, or I think I talked about this in one of my courses or something, but like the kind of people that are attracted to being cops, like, are not always people that you would want to be cops.
Right, because there's like the benefits that go to it, or the perks, or whatever you want to call it, could definitely be misused, I guess, or an abuse of power, or someone who wants to feel powerful, or
Right,
all
yeah.
these
Someone
kind
who
of things.
wants to feel powerful or like carry a gun or, yeah.
It's gonna be
Totally.
like, oh, I don't get paid a lot, but I get to wear a fucking this badge. I get to tell people what to do and
Yeah,
fucking stuff like that. Maybe that appeals to them, so then they take the job.
yeah.
Um, not just most. I gotta say, I have had very few bad interactions with cops.
Same.
Or I've had maybe two interactions in my entire life where I was like, okay, this cop's um, not doing a good job. But other than
Right.
that, it's been nothing but good. So,
Yeah.
but then again, I am of privileged status, so I do have that
Right.
going
But
for
so
me.
was she.
Um,
You know what? I'm
that is
impressed with
true.
this country, because now male cops are beating up white females. So,
Yeah, it's one step at a
yeah,
time. We're
that is
progressing.
a step for feminism. So,
Right. So once we start shooting them, then we'll
we've
have
reached
reached.
equality.
Yes. Once the cops just kill everybody
Yep.
equally,
Yeah, then I won't be mad anymore.
we'll be there. And you know what? The bitch of it is we need to be start letting these female cops start killing people. I haven't seen
Yeah.
enough of that.
Yeah.
Why aren't we letting them? We need to break that glass ceiling.
Step up, lady cops. Start shooting some
Yeah,
white
what the fuck?
females. And some white
Yeah,
males.
Jesus. It's the least you could
Yeah,
do.
shoot some white people.
Yes. Um,
I don't really know where to go from here.
um, man, cops are crazy.
Yeah. I had like a few
Huh?
possible topics of interest, but I don't know if they're really all that interesting. But one of the things that I was thinking about recently is this like movement of getting rid of the plastic straw.
Oh Jesus.
So I'm kind of torn
Got
on
to do
that because it's like it's better than nothing. Um, but
right.
also like all these people have their metal straws and they're still going to Starbucks and getting their like plastic cups.
Right. Here's the thing. I know it's a movement right
Uh
now.
huh.
I haven't dived into it deeply to actually see what the facts are because um, environmentalists like to use things like this because it's easily accessible for people to be like, oh, straws bad. It gets in the fucking turtle's nose or whatever.
Right.
No more straws.
Yeah.
I wonder how prevalent the straw issue really
Mm-hmm.
is as compared to other environmental issues. I get that this is it's an easy thing to grasp and it pulls out the heartstrings. So first, I'm really kind of interested in what the reality of the situation with the uh, straws
Totally. Yeah.
are. Um, but I get that it's probably a good it's I can't it's a good
Right.
natured
And
thing
every little
unless
step is
um,
good and does help.
right. And I get that theory. I'm drinking from a straw right now, so I'm not on board. Obviously, I'm sorry that I don't want to drink out of the fucking paper cup I got from the thing. What if the dude's hand was dirty? I don't know who's touched
Totally.
this thing. Give me
I
the
get it.
straw. I'll go buy a I'll buy a metal one someday. Um, the thing of it is, I hate when the annoying thing is, and I think it's what you're getting at. You'll see someone make they bitch about the plastic straw, and but while they're bitching at it, they're like doing something that's just as bad. Like they're drinking out of the fucking plastic Starbucks cup, or they're eating their fucking hamburger and they got the paper
Paper
wrapper and
bag.
they're throwing that
Yeah.
away. The paper bag, and I'm like, oh, what about the bag and the
Yeah, using paper
wrapper
napkins.
and the paper napkins? And you're eating at fucking
Totally.
McDonald's and they fucking the semi truck that brought the hamburger there and put the pollution in
Right.
the
Yeah.
air,
Yeah,
etc.,
yeah, yeah. Like
etc.
it just goes on and
And I'm
on.
just kind of
So I'm like every little step
right, and
helps,
so
but like if we need some bigger steps also and soon.
right. I don't know what those steps are because I'm not an expert in
Right.
this field. But I'm still using the straw, but I'm not saying I'm against. I'm not pro or against straws
Mm-hmm.
at this point. I'm ambivalent, but I have seen the memes and the videos, and it makes me feel bad about using a
Mm-hmm.
straw. And maybe one of these days I will
Yeah.
forsake it. I don't know.
Stay
I don't
tuned.
know. We'll see. I'll update at a later date if I'm still using a straw or not. The thing is, I have sensitive teeth, and if I get the cold liquid on there, it kind of
It's no bueno.
doesn't feel too great. Yeah, but oof, you know what really gets me is when I see a person like bite into a popsicle.
Ugh.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Like what the
Ugh,
hell, demon?
damn. I physically I'm in pain right now.
Yeah. Or like chewing ice.
Oh no.
Or like even like eating
I,
ice cream, like when it has like little
oh
bits and
no.
stuff in it, and people just like
Oh no.
chew on it. I'm like, no, you gotta like melt all the ice
No.
cream first, and then you eat the cookie dough. Like,
My teeth hurt right now. I'm
yeah.
having an anxiety attack, I think. This is terrible.
So I mean, I think it's simpler for me to forsake the straw because I don't really do like soda a lot or like otherwise cold drinks. Like I'm
Yeah.
just like drinking out of my water bottle generally. So it's not like a big issue for me. But people who are getting like fast food a lot and using straws a lot and they're saying no to it, I'm like, you know what? Good on you. You're making a little
I
difference
feel like
there.
I feel like just yeah, because of my lifestyle, I use a lot less straws than I ever have
Yeah.
before
Yeah.
already, and it wouldn't there'd be no reason for me to not use a straw.
Hmm.
So I could easily go no straw.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I will.
Maybe you will. Like next
Maybe I
time you
will.
get some
I don't
fast
know.
food, you just pass on the soda, so you don't have to worry about the paper cup.
See, that's what you really need to do is just pass on the soda.
Hmm.
We should get you get rid of the soda, you get rid of the straw by default.
Yeah. And maybe I could
That's
be
what
like,
we really
hey,
need
I
to get
don't
rid
need a
of.
bag. Just hand me that burger wrapped
Yeah,
up.
just hand me the burger, not even wrapped up. Just wash your
Well,
hands, don't stand there.
put on your
Just
gloves.
hand me that.
A new pair of gloves.
No, the gloves are more
Oh, you're
waste.
right. Gosh,
We
dang
want
it.
no. We're not doing that.
Yep, no
Just
gloves.
wash your hand with a small amount of water. Don't
Yes.
even use water. Use some antibacterial
No, 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 no. Isn't that no good
shit.
for you?
Well, allegedly, if you use it too
We
much.
can't win.
So yes, just use a normal soap, but with very little water because that's scarce as well.
Yes. All right.
Maybe we should go to the glove. I don't know.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Try to-
Maybe
try
the
to
answer
think.
is just quit eating fast food, but I'm not gonna do that. I can't commit to that.
It's hard. That's tough because it's just
Yeah.
convenient.
Or
I mean,
like
there are
go to
some
sit
days
down
where I'm like,
restaurants more often as opposed to fast food.
that's a little more pricey,
Yeah.
but um, man, I really don't like to cook. I don't like to cook in so much as you have to stand up while you do it.
What if you got like
It's
a
like
handicap accessible kitchen or something and then you could sit?
I I would probably cook a lot more, but I don't understand like how people work all day and then they're like, you know what, I want to go home and stand
Oh,
up
totally.
and
Hell
cook.
no. I'm like,
I'm just like, it's gonna take like another fucking 2 hours to eat, and you just worked all
right.
day, and now you're standing up again.
Yeah, by the time I get home, I am starving. Like, I'm not gonna wait to, like, make a nice meal. I
Exactly.
might do something that'll take, like, 15, 20 minutes, and I'll stand to do that, but that's about as good as it
Right.
gets.
Like, I'm only eating once a day is my new diet. Just
What?
a one a day. Yeah, it's the
Are
trend
you,
now.
is it
The new
after
diet
work?
trend. Yeah,
How the hell are you surviving?
I'll have a light snack before work. Tide me over.
Okay.
But as far as like a full meal, I only do one of those.
Wow. I'm
Now
sorry.
I've only been doing this a couple days, so
How's it going?
um, I feel okay. It's basically what I did anyways. Um, I mean, I'd eat a small lunch. I mean, I've never ate breakfast, I guess. So that's
Yeah.
one meal I never did. I'd always eat lunch and dinner and have snacks. Well, I'm cutting down on the snacks, and guess I have a lunch, but it's a very light lunch.
Okay.
Um, I'd consider it more of a snack.
Sure. Well, I mean, keep me in the
Um,
know.
I don't know.
For a while, I thought
Oh,
that
all
I
right.
would do
I don't know where I
that.
was going with this.
For a while, I thought that I would do that, but I would like eat breakfast, like a big hearty breakfast, and then I do a light lunch
Mm-hmm.
and like hardly anything for dinner, like a smoothie or something. But like
Right.
I'm still starving by the time I get home, so that
No,
does not pan
I
out.
cannot I cannot do breakfast. I've never been a breakfast person. I can't. My body's just like, I don't want food now. I
Yeah.
can't do it. It's tough for me. But I'm more of a dinner person. When I get off work, I'm ready to fucking eat.
See, I can't like eat like right when I wake up, but I've been waking up early enough that I'll be awake for like an hour and a half, and then I can just real quick
Mm-hmm.
like eat a. What I've been doing is like scrambled eggs and
Oh,
toast,
oh,
and then like a
good.
smoothie to like drink like after I get to work, like throughout the first few hours of the morning, and that works
Let me ask
nicely.
you this.
Yes.
You mentioned scrambled eggs.
Uh huh.
Do you put ketchup on your eggs?
Hell no, absolutely not.
Okay.
I'm not
Some
like a
people
big
do
ketchup
that.
person though. Like I only eat ketchup on like
Neither
hot
am
dogs and
I.
hamburgers.
I only eat ketchup on two things:
Mm-hmm.
hot dogs,
In
which
hamburgers?
you know.
Oh.
Well, actually, I do.
Three
Let me
things.
let me let me modify this. I'll eat ketchup on three things. I know everyone's at the tip of their seat to know what these are.
Oh, me too.
Now, on a hot dog, God damn it.
Yeah.
Now, on a hot dog, traditionally, it's supposed to be mustard and relish in most regions of the country.
Uh-huh.
But me being a straight up Midwesterner, I do go with the ketchup and mustard on a hot dog.
Totally.
I know people frown upon that, but it's just how I was raised, and I'm not
Yeah,
changing.
suck it.
And hell, I don't eat hot dogs that often because I hear they're not fucking good for you.
Trash. Yeah.
Yeah, but when I do indulge in one,
Mm-hmm.
I'm putting ketchup and mustard on there. Fuck your relish.
Totally.
Um, Two, on a hamburger, actually, what I prefer is ketchup and mayo.
Okay.
Is my preferred condiment there.
Sure.
And then the third is scrambled eggs.
Wow, really?
Yeah, yeah, with
It
the ketchup. But other than that, I don't use ketchup for French fries. I don't
no.
or any or the really any potato thing. I'm not really onto the ketchup thing
Same.
wagon.
And I always felt self-conscious about that, like growing up, because everybody had ketchup with their fries, and they're like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, I don't like that. Like the flavors didn't go
I use
together for me.
mustard.
Really?
I was a mustard guy.
I
Yeah,
am like a true Midwesterner, and I would dip my fries in ranch. I would. I still do. Let's not
Jesus
act like that was a
Christ.
past tense thing.
Did you ever put ranch on pizza?
I did dabble in that, and it was fine. But the way I see it, like pizza's delicious on its own, and I don't need to add
Right,
extra horribleness to it. It's already pretty
right,
bad for you. Um,
right. I could never get on that whole ranch on pizza thing. I never got that. I was like, you're
yeah,
ruining this delicious pizza. What are you doing? Or not even delicious. Pizza can be shit, but it can still be delicious because it's pizza. That's
totally.
how it works.
Yeah,
You don't
totally.
be adding fucking ranch on there.
See, but I didn't like find
How
it
do
to taste bad. I was just like, well, it already tastes great as it is, and I just don't need to add this extra badness to it.
fair enough. I'm really not. I really don't understand ranch. I'm not a big fan of it. What is the taste? What is ranch? What is that supposed to taste like? Even
I don't know.
like a ranch?
Yeah, it tastes like if you just went and licked a ranch.
Went down to the ranch with some fucking horses and some cowboys. Is that what they're
I
eating down there?
guess.
Fucking
I
ranch
mean,
dressing? That doesn't seem very
Hidden
cowboy
Valley?
to me.
No, not at all.
Oh yeah, I've been to the Hidden Valley. Let me tell
I don't know, dude, but whatever it is,
you.
it's delicious, and it's like my trashy condiment of choice for sure. Like I fuck with ranch all day. Yeah,
You do. I like sour
yeah.
cream. Put sour cream on a lot of
See that
stuff.
you can feel less bad about that.
Yeah.
I think. Well, I mean, there's not like
Really?
a bunch
I still
of
do that.
like if you buy a bottle of
Yeah.
ranch, you're gonna get like a bunch of fake shit in that. But if you buy like a tub of sour cream, it's like this is dairy, like you know.
This is dairy. It's
Yeah,
sour
that's it. They didn't add
or
like a bunch of fake
something.
shit to that.
Yeah, because yeah, ranch is totally made up. Man, did you hear about this grocery store that censored a cake?
What? No, I didn't hear about that.
Summa cum laude?
Whoa, what did you just say?
Oh, well, I not the cum part because that's the one that was censored out.
That's dirty.
Now, the person that made this cake, well, I read the article, I guess. So I guess it was automated. The automation removed the cum, so it wasn't a human error.
Oh, okay.
Um, so they went to the website for the grocery store
Hmm.
and put in the message, but it took the cum out
Oh,
on its own. The robot, the computer, the AI took the cum
so
out, not a human.
I think that if there's going to be a robot that like changes messages for cake submissions, the person who submitted the cake needs to be notified. Like, hey, we're not doing your cake how you would like it. This is what we can offer. Do you want to proceed? You know what I mean?
But wouldn't a human like see? Okay, it takes out the cum, but it leaves the summa and then the dots, and then when they know what that
I
meant, when they
mean,
know,
not necessarily.
well, maybe
I
not.
mean, like the person who is making this cake probably was not in a sorority or fraternity. Like, I'm just gonna put that out there, so they may not have access to that information in their mind.
I guess
Or
I don't
honestly,
know
if it was
what else to
me,
say.
even if I
It's
knew, I'd be like, well, this is what I'm being paid to do. I'm just gonna do it. You know, I might not go to my manager and be
oh
like,
yeah,
hey, we should call this person. You know, like
yeah, I
yeah.
wouldn't do that.
See, totally, you decorate the
but
cake.
is cum even that bad of a word? Why is that even on the bad list?
I
I
guess
don't.
anything sexually charged just is just on the not allowed list. Hey, when I was in high school, I worked at a Dairy Queen, and we would like decorate
Okay,
cakes for people. So
yeah, the ice cream cake's
yeah,
delicious.
totally. I learned how to make those. It was super fun. But one year,
Cool.
a kid, like maybe 8 to 10 years old, for Father's Day, ordered a cake that had like Superman on it, and then the cake was supposed to say "You're a super dad." And so he came in and he just asked for that, like he just orally asked for it. So it's not like he had written it out. Um,
No, I've orally.
he used his
Yes,
words
sorry.
and orally asked for it. Anyway, so The person who like made the cake was actually one of the employees who trained me. Oh, do you?
Right. There's a goddamn
Yeah.
car alarm
Thank you. I'm trying to
going
tell a
off.
story. Car alarm. Are you fucking shitting me right now?
Someone's being carjacked.
Hopefully. Dude, okay. Hang on. I'm going to circle back to this, but first I'm going to finish the cake story. So he came in and he said, like, oh, I want a cake that says you're a super dad. And so the woman who made it, she's like a
Okay.
grown ass woman, right? Like in her 30s, maybe 40s. But she
Sure.
used the wrong form of the word your. Like she put your, like Y-O-U-R, as opposed to you are. Like,
Yeah.
um, and I like wasn't there when she made it, but I was there when the kid came in to pick it up, and I saw the error, but I didn't do anything about it
Right.
because he was already there to pick it up. He had the money, and like he didn't notice because he's like 8.
Right.
And I was like, I'm not gonna like have him stand here and like wait for us to like redo this cake. So I just let it go.
Sure.
I did not intervene.
I mean, they may not have even noticed the difference
Or
when
they
they
were like, oh, whatever, like, this is from my
seen
son,
it.
it's cute, I don't care. Yeah.
Right. I would feel most rational people
Yeah.
would be that
But
way.
I
But
was a little bit mortified on the inside.
I would have been. That's one of those things I would have seen as well
Yep.
and not said anything. But in the back of my head, I'm like, oh god damn
Yeah.
it! No,
So
no,
all that to
there it
say,
goes.
I would have
It's
done
out
the
there.
same thing as the person who decorated that cake for the bakery, censoring out the word "come," probably. So
I just didn't know "cum" was such a bad word. It's like, okay, what's if you went up to a person and said "fuck," they'd
yeah.
be like, what? What? What if you just went up to someone and said "cum"? They'd be like, huh? What? Come
See,
where?
but
What?
there's a spelling
Cum?
difference for the inappropriate one that
Cum?
you don't get to convey via spoken word. To be fair,
Yeah, but I mean, but seeing it in print or in
right? It's
text,
not
it
like
doesn't
yeah, it's not
convey
profane.
anything.
However,
It seems
if
more like
I
a
if
seems
I
like a
like
scientific.
as an employer or something like texted one of my employees the word come, like I think I could probably be just as in trouble
Oh,
for that as I would be if I texted them the word fuck. In fact, more probably.
yes, yeah, yeah, yeah. I would think like "come here," smiley face, but you
Yeah,
spelled it the
but
other way,
I
the
just need the
cum,
sexual
because you're
harassment charge
like, oh,
there.
that's funny, that's cute, that could be. Yeah, you could say
Just a
"fuck" because that could
swear.
be taken as
Right.
like an
Yeah.
exclamation, like "what the fuck, I love you, you're
Or
a great
like fuck, this was
employee."
a terrible day. Whereas come is just like that is sex if it's
Yeah,
spelled that way. So
yeah.
yeah.
I guess there is no way around that.
So
Really?
anyway, this car alarm that was going
Did it
off.
stop? Are they
Well,
okay?
I don't know, and that's the thing. I wonder why we even still have car alarms because no one ever checks on a car alarm anymore, other than to make sure it's not your own car. Like, I hear a car
Exactly.
alarm go off, I'm not like, oh, someone's in trouble, I should go help them, or oh, a car's being broken into. Like, all it is, oh god,
Maybe
that's
I
annoying. I hope I'm not the person who set my car alarm off and am annoying the entire apartment complex. You know what I mean?
exactly. I mentioned this before, but I read an article about parents that had locked their kids into the cars and forgot about them, and then they died. And one of the stories they were interviewing this dad that had his kid in the back of the car. He went to work. He was in his office, and his car alarm kept going
Mm-hmm.
off. And he could see the car from his office. He'd look at it. He'd be like, "Why the fuck's that going off?" He'd click the thing. It'd go off. It'd turn off. A couple
Yeah.
minutes later, it'd go off again. Well, he gets off work and his fucking kid's dead in the back seat, but that's why it was going off.
Right.
So, I mean, the car alarms. The fucking guy couldn't even recall that he had left the kid in the back
Right.
of the
Yeah. Like,
car.
is
The
it
car alarm
helping
kept going off. He didn't go
anything?
out and check. Nothing. It just annoyed him, and he kept turning it off and being like, "What the
I
fuck?"
just want like one testimony from within the last 5 years of like a car alarm serving a purpose.
That like saved a car from being broken
Totally. Or like
into,
saved a
or
child from dying in the
yeah.
backseat. If there's one, then fine. I'll be happy with still installing
Now,
car alarms.
maybe your car alarm has worked because maybe the person tries to break in, the car alarm goes off, they run
That's
away, you go out
true.
and look at the car,
Because
you
people
don't
are
see
looking to
anything.
see, hey, is that my car? So
Mm-hmm.
maybe.
Oh, never thought about that.
That's a valid point.
Wow.
All right, fine. Keep the
My car
goddamn
doesn't
car
have a car
alarms.
alarm.
Your car doesn't?
My car's a piece of
That's
shit.
awesome.
That's a piece of
You're
shit.
like, someone please steal my
If
car.
they no, but if they did, like, why? Why that one? They're like, well, it didn't have a car alarm. I'm like, oh,
Okay,
okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
I was like, you're not gonna get anything for it, I guess. If you just want to go
You just want to travel in it, get away
I don't know.
fast.
Just want to travel in it. Don't get you about 50 mile. People are breaks down. Get you about 7 mile. Um, God damn. What else? I am in a fucking. I barricaded myself in the guest room, the guest slash office here, so I won't be bothering anyone. But the air conditioner doesn't
Oh
get in here,
no.
so I'm sweating like a fucking
Like a whore in
something. A thing that
church.
sweats really bad. Like a whore in church because she's nervous because she's in church and she's a whore, and everyone in there is like, I fucked her. Oh, should they be sweating too? Should all the guys be sweating too? They're like, God, like, honey, I don't know her.
I
I don't know
always
what she's
took the
doing.
whore in church expression to be about her being embarrassed in front of God, not in front of the men that she's fucked. Or women. I'm open. But I like that.
Oh, see, I took it to be by the community.
You
See,
don't
because
believe in
I
God.
don't
Yeah.
believe God is a thing. So in my head, I was like, he's embarrassed because the
Right.
community's there. But no, I guess this makes sense
Yeah.
even
Well,
more
the
that
combination
she's.
of both
Well,
it provides the most light, I think. So look at us. Teamwork.
I never thought about it in that way. That kind of blows my mind that I've seen it from an entirely different perspective
Why
because I
communication is so important and
never really
cultural
considered God to
diversity.
be a
Yeah.
thing. Wow. Wow. Okay, so you're sweating because you're in the house
Of the
of the
Lord.
Lord, and he's like, you whore, what are you doing here? But shouldn't he be like, oh, you're okay, I'll save you,
Yeah, I mean, that would be my
or save you?
interpretation of things. Like ye who is without sin, cast the first stone.
Right,
But,
right. But I guess some people would be like, that fucking whore, let's
right,
stone her to
totally.
death or something, maybe in the name of God. Yay, I don't know. Or some people will just like, ew, what's
Yeah,
she doing
gross.
here? And then God
This
will be
is
like,
for
yeah, I don't
the
like her
sinless
either.
people.
She's going to hell.
Boo.
Because I said, because I'm God. Later. Like, I don't get it. When did God like sex? What's his
Well,
problem? I don't get. I get it's how different people have different perspectives, but a lot of people seem to cast God as a person that would not be sex positive, and I don't
right.
understand it.
Well, I think the very conservative end of people would cast him as not sex positive. I think the more liberal end of people, well, no, more like moderate liberal would cast him as sex positive, but within the healthy context of a marriage. And then the really liberal people would be like, no, he's just sex positive,
Sure,
and you're all wrong. So
sure. Well, I'd like to think
I bet
be
an
sex
orgy with God
positive.
would just be
I don't know.
freaky.
He's probably. I don't know. I mean, he's the
He
creator,
knows all
so
the good things, and
if
he
anyone
knows
knows her,
every person he
yeah, if
created, so
anyone
like
knows her,
he's gonna be talented with your
that's
body.
what. Yeah, if anyone knows their way around a body, it'd
Yeah,
be the creator. So I mean,
and like your body.
shit,
He's
he's
numbered all the hairs on your head is a Bible
mhm,
verse, so like if he knows that,
yeah,
he knows how to get you
he's
off.
he's like, you know why I put that there?
You're
This,
like, whoa,
and then you come or
mind
something.
blown.
Whoa, that blew my mind. Thanks, Daddy, Jesus,
Daddy.
God, God.
Who's your daddy? Ooh.
Ugh, ugh. Where do you stand on that? You like to call people daddy? What's your
No, I
feelings on
am
that?
daddy, actually. I identify as daddy. Yeah,
You know, you are
people call
daddy.
me daddy,
You are daddy.
not the
Okay.
other way around. I've never like tried that in a
I've
like sexual context by any means, like or a romantic context. It's
sure.
strictly professional. So
Right. I've never done it in any context, but I've heard that people
yeah.
do, or I've at least seen it represented that way in media.
Yes, yeah.
It seems really weird
Yeah,
to
like
me.
I have
I
friends
feel
that do it like
uncomfortable.
ironically, like, oh, that's a hot guy, he's daddy.
Oh, right.
But I've never heard of any people that I know in real
Oof.
life being like, yeah, it's hot for me to like call this guy daddy during sex or vice versa. So I mean, I guess I can like get it from a psychological perspective if you're into that kind of thing and whatever. I'm not judging, but it's for me,
Oh no, if you're into it individually, that's cool.
not
I'm
for
just saying
me.
for
Yeah,
me, I'm not.
it's a little
I don't know, man. Daddy. Ugh, I
I
don't like
also
the
just like
word
have always been kind of creeped out by baby. Like, hey baby, I'm like, like it's less bad.
baby. Hey, babe. Mm, I'm trying to think if I say it. If I do say it, it's like an
Yeah.
unconscious.
Yeah, it's very common,
Like
it's
it'll
very
slip out
prevalent,
unconsciously.
and
Hey,
nobody
baby.
like means it as like infant or child, you know what I mean? But it's just like who started that, I
Right.
guess, is what I want to know.
But it's probably started in the I don't
I
know.
was
I've
really
not
looking
researched it, but it
forward to
seems
you
like
just
something that
taking a
became.
stab at that.
I listen. It seems to me in American culture, it probably came to prominence like in the 50s or 40s. You hear it in like that old timey
Yeah.
like
Or like,
rock
hey,
and
doll.
blues music. We'll say Babe. Yeah, or Doll. Doll was like first. So you heard Doll a lot,
Evolved to babe.
and then somehow Babe came in there. Yeah, and
Daddy.
now what is it? And now it's Daddy. Uh, um, Doll. That's kind of a good one. I like that. I kind of
No.
like that. Hey, Doll. But now you're comparing a living person to
Right.
an inanimate
Like, I'm
object.
not a
That's
doll.
not
You can go
right.
buy one if you
Ugh,
keep calling
how
me
sick.
that, bitch.
Yeah, that's
Mm-hmm.
all you're gonna have,
Mm-hmm.
motherfucker. I'm a
I'm a
human
woman.
person,
What's with this whole bit about, like, have you ever
or
noticed,
not.
like, I call men men, but I don't really often call women women.
Okay.
Oh, that girl needs help at the cash register, and she'll be like 28. But I'll say that man needs
Okay.
help at the cash
I.
register, even though he's also like 28. You know what I mean? Like, you don't go around calling men boys.
Mm,
Can you help that boy up front?
I'm
Or
trying to
like
think.
dating. I'm never like, oh, hey, I've
I
been
don't.
talking to this boy. I'm like, I've been talking to this guy or this man. But like men, yeah.
I say guy. I don't say man or men a
I
lot.
guess,
Like you
is
need to
there a
help that man
female
over
equivalent
there.
to
I say
guy?
guy.
Chick. There's chick.
Gal.
Gal.
That gal. That
Gal.
gal.
Doll.
Isn't it? Gal. What the hell does gal mean? Where did gal and
I think
guy? Gals and
I like
guy?
to think that gal came from just a toothless man trying to say girl. It just became like a
gal.
Midwestern and Southern just like staple in
Uh,
the vocabulary.
gal.
All these girls.
For the record, I never said that gal needs help. That gal
There's a
over
gal
there
at the
needs
cash
help.
registers.
And they do it
Someone
now.
check her out.
That gal needs to be checked
You know
out.
what I mean?
You know what I'm saying?
She can
Like, you
call
need
me
to write your
daddy.
items up. Please don't. I don't like it. It makes me
Oh
uncomfortable.
my god.
Gal. Gal. Guy. I find as a man, I don't refer to other men as men.
Yeah.
I'll say guy. Help that guy.
Yeah. I think I do use guy
Help
more
that.
frequently.
Sometimes I'll say dude if I'm feeling like,
Yeah.
I'm loosened
That
up and I'm
dude
just
up
like, what the
there.
fuck? I'm like, help that dude over there. Um, guy, dude, man, help that man. That man needs help. Show that man some respect as well. Moving
Yeah.
over there.
But that's still way more
In
common than
addition,
woman. Like, oh, there's a woman over there that could use some assistance. I don't know. I think we just need a female equivalent to guy, and then we'll all be
yeah.
comfortable.
What could it be? It's the gal. It
Yeah,
has to be
we gotta
gal.
bring
We
it
gotta start
back.
with
Chet, let's start it.
gal. All right, I'll
I'm
do
on
it.
it. We're gonna start calling women gals.
Gal. Woman, help that woman. That woman needs help.
That gal at the cash
That woman.
registers needs help.
That gal. That lady. I
Oh,
say lady a
lady.
lot. I say lady.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I say lady and guy. Those are my go. I wonder why. I wonder how it came to
Yeah,
be.
let's do lady then,
Lady
not
and
gal. I
guy.
like lady better.
Well, I really liked Lady and the Tramp as a kid, so
Ooh,
maybe I got Lady from
the
that.
lady is a tramp.
Most of them, right? I'm joking. I mean, the lady was the lady in that, and the fucking tramp was the guy. That movie was really ahead of its time.
Totally. You're right. I dig
I
that.
don't know what else. I really don't know what that movie is about, other than they eat some fucking spaghetti together.
Yeah, and
Um,
love.
I need to watch that again. It's been a while.
Revisit
I don't
that.
remember anything. Yeah, was there a dog with a monocle in that, or am I making that up? Or is there some
There
like
was like
stuffy British dog?
there was an old Scottish dog. I don't know that he had a monocle
Oh,
though.
that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, it's like a little
Did he have
terrier.
like a fucking hat?
I don't know, man.
No, you're like I don't know what movie you're
I can't
remembering,
help you
but
with
none of
that.
this is it. Well, one day I'll watch Lady and the Tramp again and I'll
Yeah, get back
remember.
to me on that.
Gal, lady, miss,
Miss.
uh,
That's very proper.
how about child?
Child.
My child,
I
my
start calling
child.
everyone child. Listen, child.
Come here, my child.
I am
Oh
daddy
my
and
god.
you are
I want to start
child.
doing that now. Oh, there's nothing creepier than calling another adult
Yeah,
child.
but I dig it. I'm vibing
Um,
with it for sure.
come here, child. Child.
It's like a 40-year-old man that you're
Oh
talking
my
to.
goodness.
Come on, child.
Are you still there? Oh, okay,
Yep,
you're back. I
I'm
lost you for
here.
a
I'm
second.
here.
I
I'm
thought
here. I'm
child.
here.
I thought child broke the
Oh
internet.
man, almost. Um, well, hey, dude,
Child.
as much as I'm loving this,
Yes,
I
child.
kind of want to get to bed soon.
Okay. Did we even? I don't know.
It's fine.
Whatever.
We'll do better next time.
Well, I think the Skype thing might help. I
I
don't
think it
know.
will. Um, any famous last words, I guess, before I click stop?
Guys, we're gonna try harder next time. We're gonna do the Skype
Yeah.
thing. We'll try to think of an interesting thing to talk about. We had the Roseanne thing. That's timely,
Yeah.
right, guys? Come on.
Current
Talked
issues.
about gals, Roseanne, God. What else do you need?
That's pretty much the whole thing right there.
You know, you even had a car alarm go
Yeah,
off.
you're welcome.
That was cool. That was a highlight. Hearing that in the background.
You heard it here first, folks.
Love it. You heard it. No, you didn't hear it. You've heard it several times before, but you keep coming back, and that's why we love
Yeah.
you.
Um,
Okay.
bye.
See ya.